Hey everybody, Brett Townlock here, TN Artist. Wanted to touch base with you real quick to kind of go over some different things that we're going to be doing here on the channel. So I've had some opportunities come up where I'm going to be able to invest a lot more time in what we're doing here, and I wanted to make some changes with that. And that includes trying to find out more of what it is you guys are looking for. What kind of content? Is it content like this right here that you see where I'm doing the step-by-step? Now this is actually for my Patreons, but I'm wanting to do some more stuff like this on the actual YouTube channel itself for those who are both supporters and those who are just here to learn something and hopefully will become a supporter somehow. But I wanted to know, what kind of things are you wanting to see? What subject matters? What techniques and that kind of stuff that you do. Now the focus of my channel primarily is transitioning really more from traditional art to digital art and doing all that and thinking about composition, thinking about techniques and processes and how I use them and what I do to get that painterly look, but in a digital format. And then how I can set that up to do like prints and stuff like that as well. And that's kind of what you see in this video right now that you're watching behind me, is really it showcasing how I do this and how I've laid it all out. Now for my patrons, I provided the line drawing, the palette, and they have access to all the brushes and everything as well. And I try to update that about once a week with it, and the content for that once a week update can be like 30 minutes, or it can be like this one, which is a full 2-hour lesson. There are hours of lessons that are in there that you can access, and it's only $3 a month, 3 to 10 and 25 I think is what I've got it set for. But anyway, most people just do the 3, which is fine, but it does help out for supporting this and like that. But the main thing I love for putting this video together is really to try and find out what you guys are looking for. Do you want to have line drawings that you can then work on to paint? Do you want to have more bits of technique, like how do I paint specifically grass, or how do I paint specifically rocks and that kind of stuff? Can do that too. Planning on doing some of that, but I want to know, is that the direction that you guys want to see this go as well? Some of the stuff that I'm planning to work on personally to show you is I'm wanting to try and do more actually out in the field painting. So plein air type stuff where we take I've got an iPad, we can take that out in the field and work on that, or taking pictures and bringing that back to the studio and working on that. What to look out for when you're working from pictures, certain things you need to think about so that you're not getting bogged down in it. Ways to lay out composition so that it looks the best. Different things like that. I've also got some cool developments coming up as well for other type of artwork that we'll have on here. So ranging from sculpting to actual, like acrylic and oil painting, as well as the digital stuff. So it'll be a good mix of different types of artwork, and trying to get that figured out to make sure that you guys are getting the most out of what you're seeing here and how to, learn the most from it. Because any of the things that I'm going to show you, except maybe the sculpting, can be translated into this digital type stuff. So I want to make sure that you have access to all that knowledge that I've learned over the years, both from my Bachelor of Fine Arts degree and also just from experience in the world of working on stuff. So let me know in the comments below what you want to see, how you want to see it, and what tips and ideas and stuff that you're looking for. Now, as far as this picture that you see here that's being painted up behind us, this is called Nap Time. It's a fox napping in the woods, as you can tell by now, hopefully. And it's I go over a lot of different techniques in this. So I'm doing things like, how do we lay in that texture? How do we deal with if there's any glitches in the software that pop up? How to get it ready for printing and that kind of stuff as well. So a lot of different things for laying out stuff in the background, how to clear it up, clean it up, and get it ready for prints and stuff like that. But also how to think about the composition, how to lay out your screens so that you can have everything there that you need. Like I had done a thumbnail painting of this before to work out some of the kinks and to get some of the information I wanted. So I have that pinned there that I can work from. And then just kind of how do you work through the process of the painting from background to midground to foreground. Things you need to think about for atmospheric perspective and that kind of stuff. So that's a lot of what you see going on here. The full lesson, like I said, is on my Patreon page, and it's 2 hours of content. I just put it together to do this quick speed paint of it and realized, wow, that's it's like 5 minutes short of 2 hours. So it's a lot of information and going over that. And that's just one of the many lessons that I have in there and to work on. But yeah, I wanted to work on a lot of different programs. As far as ArtRage is one of my main ones that I work on, because I think that has the lowest entry curve for somebody getting started to transition from traditional to digital. I have Rebel that I'm going to work on as well. And then I'm going to be working with Procreate, just because that one's really easy to use and take my iPad places and work on it versus being here at my desktop and working on stuff here. So some different things to think about, ways to paint, and just considerations for what you're planning to do. And that's the other thing too. I would love to know what you guys are planning. What are your goals for learning this? Is it just to play around? Is it to try and make a living from it? Is it a combo of that? All of those are perfectly valid, perfectly fine, but I'd like to know what it is that you're wanting to do, so that way I know how to best help you. And that's really what all this is about. I have thousands of subscribers now, wanting to obviously grow that. And the best way I think to grow that is to make sure that I'm helping you get out of this what you want and what you need. So I need that feedback from you to do that. So anyway, that's about it for now. I'll put this full walkthrough and run through speed paint up by itself so you can see that and kind of go through that. But I just wanted to put this quick note out there to let you guys know, hey, I'm planning on doing some changes, some like over the shoulder type paintings while I'm working on stuff, things like this, where we're doing more almost one-on-one talks. There'll be a lot more activity going on in the Facebook group, so join there, and a lot of different things that you can really participate in and really, help one another out a lot. So I appreciate your time. I really can't let you guys know enough how much I appreciate you being subscribers, and I hope that you will share the channel. I hope you get something out of it, and that you just know that you're loved and appreciated, and thanks so much. Okay,